What up, everybody? Through the first 3 episodes of Force Season 3, there's still been no appearance from Tommy's brother, JP. Only a text from JP telling Tommy that Kate went back to New York. And personally, even though I acknowledge how important to the storyline Tommy meeting JP and showing how they bonded is, at the same time I also kind of feel like part of the reason why Season 3 has started off so hot and clearly is going to be the best season of Force so far based on the first 3 episodes is because it's been without JP's storyline. But of course, without Tommy finding out about JP, D-Mac's storyline wouldn't be as prevalent. And so far in Season 3, D-Mac is still in the show. Some of y'all love him, some of y'all can't stand him and want him to go. But either way, he's one of the main talking points after every episode. But from the trailer, we know that JP is gonna be in Season 3 at some point though, as the trailer shows a clip of D-Mac and JP hugging, and another clip with JP telling someone that he'll always be there for them, most likely telling this to D-Mac because JP is wearing the same shirt in both clips. He just has a top hat on in one, most likely as he's leaving after finishing talking to D-Mac. Or he could be telling this to Tommy. After the last time they talked, JP told Tommy he didn't want him in his life. But with everything going on with D-Mac right now, and Tommy just finding out about it, JP is most likely checking on D-Mac and letting him know, either though he's going to choose the life of a gangster, that he'll still always be there for him no matter what. But with that said, the trailer also showed a clip of Kate walking up and trying to hug Tommy from behind as Tommy looks upset. Another clip with Kate telling Tommy to make him suffer. A clip with Tommy, D-Mac, Genesis, and Mireya all at a funeral. And the clip with D-Mac on the ground grieving with a gun in his hand, surrounded by pictures of JP. Unless there's a major plot twist, all this pretty much spells out that JP is gonna die. And because he hasn't had any scenes so far this season, he'll probably die in the only episode he appears on this season. But the big question remains, who's gonna be the person who kills JP? It's almost like the conclusion of OG Power Season 6, Episode 10, before the final 5 episodes of Who Shot Ghost. Knowing Ghost was shot, but not knowing who shot him. It's the same with JP. We've been knowing he was gonna die, but who takes him out? In Season 3, Episode 3, Tommy made another move against Roberto Ortega with the Serbs and the DSDs, finding Ortega's uncle, Luis, and throwing him off the balcony where he was at. And after, Tommy told Luis's son, Gabriel, to tell Roberto Ortega everything that happened. This is after in Episode 2, Tommy took out Marquez Cartel hitter Mateo for taking a shot at him, while also cutting his head off and bringing it to a coalition meeting to send a message to both the coalition that they weren't backing down from the Marquez Cartel, and also a message to the Marquez Cartel for when they found Mateo. But the Marquez Cartel and Roberto Ortega also showed Tommy that they weren't backing down either, as they took out Chavo Cardina and delivered his body cut in half to the doorstep of Diamond's barbershop. And this was all before things really got personal, because now that Tommy made a move and killed Ortega's uncle, he made the beef between him and Ortega personal. And just like Ortega matched Tommy's energy, what Tommy did to Mateo, having his soldiers do something similar to Chavo, we could potentially see Ortega and the Marquez make a move against somebody in Tommy's family next. We also know that Ortega and the Marquez cartel are trying to dig up information on Tommy as well, as when it was revealed that Bill Sang was a double agent working for the cartel, Marquez cartel lawyer Chan told Sang to get information on Tommy Egan. And the episode 4 trailer shows Claudia telling Elise that she has one more card that she can play. So the card that Claudia could be talking about that she can play is getting back in with the Marquez cartel by telling them about JP. Keeping in mind this wouldn't be the first time that Claudia targeted JP, going back to the end of season 1, how it was her idea to snatch up JP as a way to get to Tommy. Tommy had JP working in the lab cooking Dahlia around Claudia, but she found out that JP was Tommy's brother when the doc told her. So this storyline could potentially come full circle with Claudia ultimately being the cause of JP's death when she sends the Marquez cartel after him. And with Claudia and Ortega potentially being the ones who's behind JP's death, they'll also be getting out of prison soon, because the fact that Sang is in the Marquez cartel's pocket and sabotaging the case. And when they get out, they'll be looking to take out Tommy next. But at the same time, with Ortega and Claudia getting out, that also means that Tommy will be coming for them as well. And just like Tommy told Ortega's cousin, Gabrielle, to tell Ortega everything that happened, Ortega will have his people be just as bold in sending a message back to Tommy when they killed JP, just like they did when they killed Chavo. So Tommy will know exactly who took out JP and will be coming for Ortega with everything that he has. I made a video before season 3 started talking about how the Marquez cartel could be the most dangerous cartel yet in the Power universe. And the way things are looking from beginning of season 3 is looking like that's going to be a fact. So far, after seeing the Marquez cartel for about 5 episodes now, going back to season 2, I would rank the 4 cartels that we've seen in the Power universe from most dangerous to least dangerous in this order. Starting out with the Marquez cartel as the most dangerous, then the Jimenez cartel, then Lobos, and then Che and the Estrada cartel seem to be the least deadly so far, simply because the fact we haven't seen that cartel do anything except make threats and try to avoid war with the Marquez cartel. But when we're looking back at the cartels from OG Power, as well as the other bosses that came into the picture, like Milan and Jason Mitchell, Tommy had a hand in the death of several of these bosses. Tommy set up Lobo's death by helping him escape from jail and then double-crossing him with Ghost before Ghost ended up killing him in the woods. He set up Milan's death and also pulled the trigger to take the kill alongside Ghost. And he also broke Alicia Jimenez out of jail and delivered her to Jason Mitchell to kill. So when it comes to taking out the final boss type, that's not anything new to Tommy Egan. And speaking of the Serbs, Tommy also made a new ally in episode 3 when he came to a truce with Budimir, the new leader of the Serbs. And Budimir is who told Tommy about Luis, and he helped Tommy take Luis out. So Tommy and Budimir are in this Luis kill together, and Ortega will want revenge against the Serbs also. And in regards to Budimir, he seems like he's going to be the best Serbs leader since Milan. As like my personal opinion, season 3's been better without the JP storyline. It's also been better without the Mirkovic character and his storyline. And there you have it. Leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments.